we're here.
Yes, we are.
Okay. Hi. Hello. Hello. Guess who's back? It's me. I'm here. I missed you guys. I was just so overwhelmed with tests and having to do stuff for
preparation for tests.
I can't even talk about it. Oh.
It was a very big deal.
It was to me. It was.
There was a lot of work involved.
It's not like I went to college and got a 4-year degree. I took a 3-month, 200-hour yoga training. But man, those months were something. But I am officially a yoga instructor now. La 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 la.
Yay!
And thanks for all your positive comments and feedback. That was really nice. And it sounds like a few people would be into a yoga.
That's what I told you.
Yeah, there's some very specific, as I was going through the course, the teacher's saying, make it yours, do it. And I'm thinking, yoga for belly dancers. That's because there's so much of it.
Yeah.
So if you have a further advice for me, either we could integrate part of it into this class, so we don't have to add a whole other time. It could be partial or a little, just a little, like 15 minutes of it or something. Or we could find a different, good luck on that, day and time that we can all meet. I'm kind of open. I do want to try it. I do want you to experience it. I have some cool ideas, and yoga is just great. I mean, most of you, I think, have already done some. You already know the benefits of it, and the breath work is just amazing.
So lovely.
Yeah. So think about it. Maybe give me a couple of ideas, and we'll mull it through, and something will happen.
Or maybe we kind of also talked about maybe just doing it not every week. Maybe it's a few times a month situation.
Oh yeah,
that was
right.
a possibility too. So we can help figure that out.
I don't know how Sundays are for you guys, but we could do like a Sunday workshop or something, maybe once or twice a month. Yoga. So I'm open to ideas. I do want to share it with you. I do want you to, join me in this journey.
I would love to do it. I'm just saying for myself personally, yes, please, whatever it is.
It's wonderful. So, because I'll put my twist on it. It'll be very useful.
Indeed. I'm gonna check and see who we got going.
All right,
everything's working. I think we're good.
Okay.
Let us know if we sound okay.
Yeah. Let's see how the technical part is. It's funny. It's only been a week. I've missed you for a week, but I feel like I've been gone a month. I'm setting it up, and I go, where does this phone go? What phone? How do we do this again?
What do we?
Wow. Yeah. It's weird, but I think we're all set up, and we've got Instagram and Facebook going. So just let us know how things are going. And tonight, hopefully you got my post, we are creating arm patterns. So I'm going to show you some techniques for arms, how to make patterns easily, and some of the elements that you need to think about, and then some drills to strengthen your arms and coordinate. Of course, we got to do drills because we love our drills, and to make your arms stronger and better and more graceful. And so that's our plan for tonight. So who do we have?
So it looks like, Abby confirms we look and sound great.
Okay,
she says,
good.
Congrats again, Meleah.
Good, thank you.
Hey, lovely ladies. Susan is here, and then Bren is here, and she said, missed you both. Aww.
Oh, good.
And then Abby also said, yoga, question mark? Yes, please.
Yes, please. Yay.
There
All right.
we go.
All right. Cool. So let me put on some music, and let's start warming up. We'll get ourselves going. Okay. So, roll your shoulders back. That's it. Use your, now I know more names. I'm pectoralis major, minor, rhomboid, scapula, scalenes in your neck. Oh gosh, there's so many muscle names in my head. Roll it back and forward. Alternate, big advance. yoga class after class after class. I am still in pain. Oh. Still hurting. I think my last one was Friday. It's now Tuesday, right?
Wow, yeah.
I'm still hurting. Oh, goodness. All right, forward and back. Fold it in. Twist the torso, reach forward and back. Fold it in, reach forward and back. Your hips are going to move a little bit, but try to hold them more to the front. Slide your hips. Get into the stomach. Tighten your belly. And rib cage. What?
It is not working
Oh
at all.
no!
And I just realized I haven't danced in a week.
Uh-oh.
So, because usually I do all this stuff, but I haven't been doing it either. Oh, this is insane.
Reverse. It's stuck.
It's completely stuck.
Alright, I feel very stiff.
I was laughing because I was not expecting it at all. I'm gonna do it. Just kidding.
Press forward. And round it back. Forward. Round it back. Forward. Round it back. Add an undulation. Roll down. Forward. Roll down. Might as well get our stomach happening. Oh dear. Forward. Roll down. And you'd think I was just getting all fit and everything. I think I gained 3 pounds the whole week because I was eating constantly. I was so stressed. Oh God, chocolate. Binging on chocolate at 10 o'clock at night. Yep. Forward and back. Float your arms. Lead with the elbow and the wrist. Alright, face front. Arms in second. Circle around to the front. Pull it in and open side. Circle in and open side. Reverse it. Come in, circle out.
I think there's some more people joining us.
Oh, some more people in our party.
Oh, Barbara has joined
Oh,
us.
hi, Barbara.
And so has Sunita.
Oh, good. Hi, girls. I missed you girls last week. And I'm sorry, one night I got to post and one night I didn't. So that was bad. I always tell you what's going on and I don't even know if I knew what day it was. I don't think I did. I was just, I'm reading this book. I need to figure out what this muscle is. All right, float it down. Bring it up and down. Just a little bit above your shoulder. Elbow first. So shoulder, elbow, wrist. And then drop shoulder, drop elbow, drop wrist. Shoulder, elbow, wrist, and hand. Shoulder, elbow, wrist, and hand. So we're going a little higher. Just about 2 more. Last one. All right. Little bit of drill. We love our
Yes.
drills. We have to have drills.
Oh my gosh, yes, please.
Yeah.
Especially
All right.
when I'm feeling this stuck in this,
Yeah.
like, out of my body.
I know, but it's going to be arms. So open, close. Open, close. Just a bit. Adding strength, coordination, waking up the muscles so they will look beautiful and be graceful. Open and close, open and close. and push. We're gonna bend the wrist. Oh, that feels so
That's
good.
wonderful.
Ah, so nice. And switch. See, we're doing yoga right now. I had to put it in somewhere. I'm just not naming the pose. And then pull your arm forward, pull your hand under. Press forward with your wrist and pull the hand towards you. So all this opens up. You know, there's a lot of tension in arms.
Yep.
There is. I didn't realize so much until it's now leaking out. Like, ah! Oh, that feels good. All right, make a fist. Wrist circle. Oh, yeah. Feel that?
That's the stuff.
This is so good. Tight fist. Reverse it. So this little series, you can just rewind, 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 and follow this. This is fabulous for your arms, hands. We'll do shoulders in a moment. There we go. All right, let it go. I feel better already.
Yeah.
All right, shoulders alternate, up and down, up and down, up and down. Palms face your leg. Now lift, elbow, 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 elbow. So when you lift your elbow, I want you to just open your fingers like so. Push them straight down and just face them. So don't lift like this, like you're trying to pick up something. Palm down, the fingers open, right? Spread your fingers wide. So this is the drill that helps you get your arm pattern when you're doing arm waves and such correct. Because everyone goes like this when they're first learning. See how my hand's doing it, right? Yeah, my elbow's going, but my hand is really trying to do the movement. Leave your hand out of it, lift your elbow. Elbow. So you're going to actually press downward with your palm, right? It faces your leg, and it's going to press down to the floor. Up, 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 up. Drop your shoulder. Oh, yeah. Feeling good. Well, feeling something. And release. It's also important that you can get your elbows out to the side. To do that, your shoulder needs to roll forward so your elbow can bend upward. If you keep your elbow here, this is where your hand's going to bend. You need your hand to be down here. So that means elbow lifts and shoulder rolls forward, right? So that's our next drill. Don't do anything that hurts.
I was going to say, I'm probably just going to do it.
Yeah, this is not work for injury. So palms up. You're going to roll forward so your palms are up again, right? So you're doing the whole thing. So palms up, rotate, palms up again. Now sometimes you only get to here, right? But I want you to really try to get that palm upward. Okay, it's good for the mobility of the shoulder. Roll, roll. And create some tension in your arm. In other words, pull outward, right? Like somebody's got you on either side pulling. Roll, 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 roll. Oh yes. Deltoids.
Seriously.
Yep.
Very warm right now.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch in there.
Very toasty, little fire happening. Deltoids, singular on my side. On my
There's many. There's a whole bunch of them in there, at least 3 or 4, if not more. And roll down.
Oh, goodness.
All right, that you're going to feel that conditioning right there, but we're not done. There's more.
But wait,
But wait.
more.
If you order now with your steak knives, you'll get
bonus off.
you'll get a bonus. All right?
You're
So
going to throw
now,
this in, and we're going to throw this in.
tricep lifts. So one of the main things about getting your arms right is learning to lift those little triceps and get your elbow in the air. If you've been in a class with me, how many I say, raise your elbows. Don't let your elbows fall. Raise your elbows, right? It's constant. So, because your brain naturally, here's my arms, and I'm quite comfortable, right? It's not horrible, but it's not as good as that, right? And sometimes you'll end up like this, right? That's horrible, right? That's the chicken wing. Or you end up like this, which is the T-Rex. And that happens a lot when you're just getting started, right? So to build the strength of your shoulder and your triceps makes it easier to get the form that you need. So tricep lifts. So we're here. Raise your elbow without lifting your arm, right? You see I'm raising my elbow, right? But I only want the elbow and use your triceps and more deltoids, of course. Lift and release. Lift, so you can see my hand is staying in one place, right? I think it is anyway. In my mind, it's staying. Okay. So, arm out straight, extend your fingers long. Now, keep your shoulders down. Push down with your scapula in the back. Bring your rhomboids together. Now, I'm just going to say the muscles because I have to keep them in my head.
Because you can't.
I'm just going to. It's just the way it is. All right, elbows up and release. Up and release. Up and release. Up and release. When you lift, squeeze, tighten it. So this here, really firm. Squeeze, release. Squeeze, release. Squeeze. Squeeze. All right? Now, when you get a little burny, right, a little tired, I want you to do 5 more and then take a rest, okay? Unless you have an injury, then don't. Don't do it. But you feel it right about now, right? Yeah. Push. Push. Drop your shoulders. Make sure you're looking that you're not doing this, right? That's not doing any good. It's just going to hurt your shoulder. Up, up, up. All right, let's go for 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Oh, there it is. 4. Burn, burn. 2, 1, and release.
Ooh.
Ha-ha!
Holy cow.
I love that. That felt so good.
Who needs regular tricep
I know.
dips or whatnot? Forget those. I'd rather just eat.
I know. All right, so let's look at, so that's some of our drills, right? And this little arm thing, I do it a little bit different each time, but basically I start with the hands, and we didn't actually do the turning. You can do arms for an hour just drilling, but I wanted to give you the highlights and some of the important points. So one of the main things is to get that flexibility in the wrist, and then the other thing is to make sure that you can roll your shoulder forward so your arm can turn the proper way. And then the third thing is to make sure you can lift your elbows without lifting your shoulders, right? So that you can be in this position and be comfortable and not have to drop your elbows down. So when you're creating an arm pattern, you want to look at, first of all, the direction that you want to go in. So do you want to go up, down, sideways, forward, back? Did I leave any out? Diagonal.
I was going to say,
yeah.
Diagonal.
Yeah. So
That's
you
a
want to go,
direction choice.
Yeah, if you want to go side to side, you'd be in the frontal plane.
Oh, yeah.
I can't stop. I can't stop.
Great. I like loving these things.
And you,
the frontal plane.
the frontal plane splits your body, and everything you move side to side, laterally, side to side, that's your frontal plane. You can go forward and back, right? And that is your sagittal plane, remembering. Sagittal plane. Sagittal plane is forward and back. So if you're going to go forward and back, up right here, that's your sagittal plane. That's just like walking, right? Do you want to go diagonal? Do you want to twist? Do you want to do this, right? That's your transverse plane.
Wow.
Yeah. So it really works. I mean, these are the places that we can go with our arms. So I'm not just being silly. It's actually real. So you go this way, this way, this way, or this way, right? So think about, so I like to go from down to up a lot. I like to go from right to left, from front to back. So let's look at some of the techniques when you're creating a pattern. One of the main things is when your arm is traveling about, right? You try your best to let your hand follow at the end. So if I'm going to go forward and back, I'm not going to reach forward and pull back. I'm going to drag my hand along the ground, right? It gets there last, and then I'm going to pull in and it gets there last, right? So another important technique for arm patterns. The hand goes last, all right? So drag it forward, drag it back, and forward, and back, and forward, and back. Other side, drag it forward. So your elbow goes first, but you can see the way we're made, it's just, not going to do the perfect thing. But start with your elbow, then your wrist, and then the hand. And then going back, you can do it. Elbow, wrist, and hand. Elbow, wrist, hand, elbow, wrist, hand. So drag it forward, drag it back, and forward, and back. All right, now alternate. 1, 2, 1. Guess what? We have an arm pattern.
Ta-da!
Ta-da! All right, so you can do something simple like this. This is just a horizontal arm wave forward and back, right? That's all it is. So what? You're smiling.
Sunita says frontal is same as coronal plane.
Coronal?
Sagittal is perpendicular to coronal.
That's right. It is. That's right. That's right. Yeah. Thank you. I've got the right person in class right now, and Michelle.
Right?
Yeah. So yes, I know. We should all talk muscle. I had a chiropractic adjustment, and everything she's doing, I go, "Are you doing this? What muscle is that? What are you doing?" And she's just rattling on. I go, "You're my review right now because I'm testing tomorrow. So we need to go through all this stuff." She goes, "Well, I'm on this month. And where does that connect?" And so silly. So silly.
How chiropractic adjustment review, yoga review.
It's a yoga review. All right, so there we are, forward and back, and alternate. All right, so now let's take this same principle, go up. All right, so here we have vertical, arm wave, straight up, and you can create a pattern from here, right? Of course you can. And then the one we know, lateral, out to the side. And we can make them huge, and we can make them medium, we can make them small. We can do them below shoulder, which is in the lower part, shoulder to hip, right? You can go up, shoulder above the crown of your head. Yep, this would be up in your 7th chakra. Right up there. So we've just done 14 different arm waves, right? But when you think about it, just think, okay, I can go here, I can go here, like all the places you can go, and just put it in there. Voila, you have a nice simple, but look how cool. So let's say, let me just make something up, just pretend, all right? So here we are, forward and back, and pretend there's beautiful music playing. All right, now go up, 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 leave your hand there. Bring the other one up. Now come down and lower arm waves from shoulder to hip. Good. All right, bring one up, bring one up. Now upper arm waves from shoulder to crown of your head. So there's an arm pattern. We just took our arm waves and we put them in different, we did forward back, we did up down, we did lower, we did upper. We just put them in 4 different spots. But we did essentially the same move. So arm patterns do not have to be complicated. They can be super, super simple. So you want to think about where do you want to go, right? This is dealing with the area of the body and the direction. Are we going up to down, in to out to in, left to right, around the body? Where the heck are we going, right? Where are we traveling? Sometimes they accent a step that you're doing, and sometimes they're just something fun to look at, right? So that's just an example of what you can do. Now let's look at, let's see, elbow, I'm counting my notes here. Okay, so when you travel from somewhere to somewhere else, you can, so for example, up to down, right? We're traveling, vertical, up to down. All right, you can add little things on there. So let's revisit wrist circles and hand circles. These are two important techniques for arm patterns. So wrist circles first, because they're harder. Take your hand level, bend your wrist. Now just kind of hold on your fingers, right? Pretend it's stationary. Circle your wrist. It's tricky. I think it's tricky.
It is tricky. So you do
So,
like a corkscrew.
Yeah, and then try your other one. Leave your fingers fluid, but put them on a point of contact. Because a wrist circle and a hand circle are not the same thing. They are not. So put your hands straight out. Now, wrists up, out, down, and in. Up, out, down, and in. So I'm talking wrist, right? Not, so here I am. This is the hand, right? Wrist. Does your hand move? Definitely. Does your hand circle? No. It floats and reacts to the circling of the wrist, right? So let me just use Nikki for a moment. So right here, just touch something. Touch the wall and then circle your wrists around and see what your fingers do to compensate, right? They do wave and it looks really pretty, but they are not doing the circle, right? All right, so here we are. Wrist circle. So you can see my hands are quite active. There we go. Okay, and reverse it. Maybe.
That's a bit.
Maybe. So this is something for you to practice. All right, now that's a wrist circle. Hand circle. Different. So I'm going to have Nikki show you because it's called floreo, right? Yeah, she's got an amazing background in flamenco and some of the most beautiful hands I've ever seen. So check out this hand circle.
Where do you want me to do it? Just in
Right there, yeah. Look at that. And then go the other way. Isn't that gorgeous? But do you see the strength? Okay, so no wimpy hands.
No wimpy hands, right?
No.
It's not just like.
No, and this is when we start, right? We don't know. We start, and here we go. In other words, I'm a spoon and I'm stirring some cookie batter, right? That's what I'm doing. So open those fingers wide, lead with your thumbs, and around you go. Which one you call forward and reverse and in and out is totally up to you.
Very subjective, right?
Whatever you do, it's just one of them leads with the thumb.
Yeah.
So you turn and your thumb goes down first. So one of them leads with the thumb. And then one of them leads with the pinky. The pinky goes down, the baby finger goes down first. So whichever you want to call it, it's fine, under, over. So dive down with your thumb, open the fingers, come up and flip your hands. One of the things that's important is that when you do your hand circle, that the bend that you get in your wrist is your maximum. Here comes another one. ROM, range of motion. So, maximum ROM. So, range of motion, meaning that's what we did at the beginning, right? That's what we did. We're increasing our range of motion. So, if your hand is here and it can come down this far, that's how far you want to go every time. So, you can see if I do a hand circle and I'm not at my full potential. Now I am. See the difference? Much stronger versus not a lot going on. All right, so lead with your thumb, dive down, go maximum range of motion. In other words, bend as far as you can, come around, flip it, and when you flip it, you want to be bent the other way as far as you can, around and around. It takes a lot of strength to do arm and Right.
joke.
Yeah. Now, palms up. Bring your baby finger towards you. Pull in and under, and we go the other way. And everybody's hands are made differently. They're going to look different, and that's part of the beauty. That's the great thing. You're going to look different than we're going to look, but as long as you're using your maximum ROM and you are strong and you're really going for it, I'm happy. All right? I don't like wimpy arms. All right, so let's go back to...
And you should actually feel it in here a lot.
Yeah.
So if you're not really feeling it, then you probably could extend your ROM.
Yeah, you can. So that's what we did in the beginning. That was our warm-up, right? That was our little drill thing. So that is what that's for. So alternate arm waves. Okay, so now up here and hand circles. Bring it down, out. This is just basic, super simple. Right there, and then one arm up, and up, both up. Whoops, up, and circle. All right, there's an arm pattern. Woo! Just using two things. Arm waves, vertical, vertical. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Super simple. And if you want a variety of it, just do it the other way. Do you use the pattern?
Just reverse it.
Just reverse it. It's a whole different thing.
Totally
right?
We've talked about this.
Right, so many times. So if you got vertical, do something horizontal. Do something forward and back and forward and back. And then wrist circle somewhere else. Right? So a vertical or a straight line and then a circle. It's a great pattern. Straight line, and circle. So cool, right? Right, yeah, easy. So you just start plugging, right, things. So we do a straight line and a circle. So practice your hand circles, practice your wrist circles, because they're equally as pretty, but a lot harder, I think. Wrist circles are a lot harder.
Yeah.
All right. Okay,
especially
so
if you're not used to moving your hands like
Yep.
that.
we're going to look at hand waves now for your arm pattern. So we kind of drilled shoulder, elbow, wrist, hand, shoulder, elbow, wrist for arm waves, right? There's hand waves, which I think you've seen these, right? They're super pretty, really pretty. So it's just like it sounds, right? It's a nice, beautiful, fluid wave, but it doesn't have the arm involved, right? It can, of course it can, but it's just a hand wave. So it would be something like, if we're creating a pattern and we're going to go lower arm waves, and then they transition to upper arm waves, and then your hands become parallel, and then you hand wave down. Right, and that's pretty. So I'm not doing this with my arm, I'm just doing it with my hand. Can you? Of course, right? You can do all kinds of wonderful things with your hands. So, and arms, but I'm just showing you the hand wave. So wrist, knuckle, knuckle, fingers. So you have wrist first, lift it, knuckle, the middle of your hand, knuckle, the middle of your fingers, and extend. Wrist, knuckle, knuckle, extend. Wrist, knuckle, knuckle, extend. So 1, 2, 3, 4 sections, right? So wrist first, just lift. Think about yourself on a flat surface because it's difficult. A lot of times when I say lift, right, lift the wrist. If you're on a flat, like practice this on your dresser or your countertop so you stay more level. So lift the wrist, lift the knuckle, lift the other knuckle in your fingers, right, and then extend. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because when you take this away and I say lift the wrist, this is what happens, right? Or lift the middle knuckle. Okay, your fingers automatically go down. So
they want to assist.
Yeah, is this it?
Can we do it? Can we do it?
Yeah.
Can we jump in now?
Flat surface, all right? So keep that in mind. So also it's good to practice like so, right? Right like this. Wrist, knuckle, knuckle. Remember, your brain learns really well in pairs, right? So both hands doing the same thing, you're going to learn a lot quicker. Wrist, wrist, knuckle, knuckle, fingers, wrist, knuckle, knuckle, fingers, wrist, knuckle, knuckle, fingers, wrist, knuckle, knuckle, fingers, and wave. There's a tiny bit, you can see there's a tiny bit of downward, but it's not there, right? It's not down like so.
More like a flat.
No, it's not this.
Such a good look.
Am I doing it? Is this it? Is it pretty yet? Wrist, knuckle, knuckle, fingers. Wrist, knuckle, knuckle, fingers. Wave. And then face each other, have them look at each other. Eye to eye, right? Do it that way. And then turn up, vertical. It takes a lot of practice. Because if you notice, my arm isn't moving, right? But what's really pretty is to add contrast. Go ahead and move your arm, and then don't. Super pretty. Ripple the whole arm, and then just hands, and then that can finish. So that's another, contrast is also, yeah. The possibilities are endless, but for right now, we're just concentrating on this. So this for an arm pattern is super pretty because all you have to do is move your arm around with the hand wave on the end of it. Done! Right? Yeah, exactly. That's it. That's it. So we'll be fancy. Let's just take an arm. Okay? Set it out there. All right, do a hand circle either way. Either way. Now hand wave. Now move your arm somewhere else. Good. Now hand circle. Move your arm somewhere else and hand wave. Good. Hand circle. Come on up. See, you have this beautiful hand down. Totally cheater arm pattern, right? And what's even better, put your foot out, start up here, and
yes.
go down there.
Yes.
Let your other arm, if you want to be very dramatic, just set it on your shoulder, right? Or across your head, or somewhere. Don't just leave it, but just put it right here. It's quite pretty. And then be amazed. Be amazed by your own arm, okay?
I love it.
So reach. Oh, God. Look at have you seen my hand? Hand circle. Oh, and follow it. I'm so in love with my hand. And wave. And now, down it goes. Oh, my good, look at that. And hand circle. Was that the best thing in the world? So easy, right?
Yeah.
Just strike a pose, follow your hand around, and look at it.
I love that.
It's
So
so
very
great.
dramatic.
I know. But in the moment when the music is gorgeous and there's this beautiful tuck scene happening, it is the best thing in the world, right?
So
I'm not kidding. It really, it's great, right?
Well, I think the thing that makes it so powerful is it's such a small thing and all the attention is on, but it's such a beautiful thing.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
So,
Hands and arm, they're so pretty. So the one word of warning I'm going to give you when you're doing this, make sure you do it right. As we don't want, okay, this is my hand circle. Look how pretty that is. And then there's my wave.
Yeah.
No. So do it right and make it gorgeous and make it, I think it kind of hurts, right?
Yeah,
it
that's
should
what I was
hurt a little
saying.
bit.
Like you should feel
Yeah, it hurts a little bit.
If you're doing circles and things, you should feel it.
Yeah.
This is why I have such big forearms. Is because I've been doing these since I was 11. So that's why my muscles are so strong here.
Yeah.
Because of this particular thing. So
Yeah.
you should really be feeling it. It shouldn't be like la la la. It should
No.
be like I am melting. I'm trying so hard.
Exactly. When you reach and you get this thing and you get this circle happening right there, it should be a complete stretch. And every little wave, when you arch your hand and you get the knuckle thing, you're just, right? Every single one. There is no relaxing.
No.
There is no relaxing with arms and hands. So forget that. All right.
It should, to me, the way that I like to think about it or help other people learn it is that it's like you're trying to get through molasses.
Yeah.
It's not just air or water. Like you're actually.
No, it's super thick.
You're in something and you're trying to get in around it.
It's really thick like clay.
Yeah.
And I can barely get out of it and survive. Right? So, yes.
Nice.
Definitely. So, it's an effort. All right. So, you should have patterns running through your head right now with other, because I think they're not hard. They're simple. We've got a lot of, we talked about contrast, direction, circles, straight lines, up, down, all this stuff. So you can just start, right? But I think I'm going to show you one cool one, right, that brings a couple of things. And I just want to make sure I showed you all the parts. All right, so the opposite of a hand wave is a reverse hand wave, which looks like this. It's a little more... what I want to say, well, I call it dolphin hands, right? It's a little more because this, well, it can go up to the shoulder and then roll down the body. We've done that class too, right? We'll probably do that again. But your arm wave can go in to out or out to in, and your hand wave can do the same thing. It can be wrist, knuckle, knuckle, fingers, or fingle, knuckle, wrist, all right? So you can go in to out to in. And when you go out to in, it becomes this beautiful little dolphin. It reminds me of a dolphin diving through the water. And you can do it with the whole forearm like so, or you can just do it with your wrist, right, and have a very small. But it seems that when you do from in to out, you can isolate the hand better when you do from out to in. It's not as cool if you don't include the forearm and the elbow. It just doesn't look quite, right, quite as cool. So, dolphin hands and dolphin arms. Very pretty. You don't have to take them into your shoulder if you don't want to. So, you know how when you come in to out and you get to this point, the middle knuckle of your fingers, right? So we call this a little cat's paw, right? That's where you extend. So how you start the dolphin is there. You curl your fingers in, and then you roll and you do go through the middle knuckle and then the wrist, and then you pop up on the other side of the wave. Right?
It's a very nice visual.
You just whoop, boom, there you are. Okay, so it's a little bit different. So this particular pattern has a dolphin swimming in front of you. All right, so we're going to dolphin in front of ourselves, all right? Then we're going to turn the palm up, and we're going to serve food, right? It's like, here, have this platter of food. We're going to serve the platter, right? And let's see, what did I do? Yeah, all right, so our palm is up. It's going to circle around. It's going to come down under your elbow, okay? And then it's going to go shoot up straight above your head. And so your palm right now is facing outward. As you come up, you're going to rotate your hand as you come up so that when you get to the top, your hand is facing outward again. Got it?
Spiral.
So it's a spiral.
Situation.
Spiral.
Okay.
So bring your hand right here at your chest and just leave your elbow out right now and turn your palm, rotate your hand so your palm faces away from you. All right? Thumb is forward, palm is away from you. Now, rotate your thumb towards you and keep rotating, and now your thumb is facing the front and your palm is outward again. So you're doing a 360, right? Do that while you're on your way up. So start at your chest, go straight up. Now rotate, spiral, boom. And your wrist faces in. Now try it with both. Up, rotate, spiral, and look, ta-da, your wrists touch. Isn't that fun? I love that. All right?
I was like, where are my wrists? It's been a while since I've been up there.
So you're here. All right, here we go. Up and spiral. Just that, I think, is so pretty. I love this. I love that because you can just go up straight, or you can bring the wrist up. You can bring it up backwards. There's all kinds of ways to get up above your head. This happens to be one of my favorites. I think it's
very, very beautiful.
Right.
Yeah.
I like the other one too that I've shown a lot, where the palms are up and they flip, and then the wrist.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that one is like
one
flip, whoop, up. So you can add all kinds of things that you want. So dolphin swims in front of you. Flip over, serve the platter. Go around, just keep circling the same way you're going. Keep circling, go under your elbow, spiral up. Yeah.
Nice.
So we got it, more or less. So do-do, palm up, circle outward, keep around and around and around and spiral up. The trick on this one, don't stop. Because it's counterintuitive.
Yeah.
You're here and you're gonna go, which way, where do I go? Don't stop, because if you're headed this way, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. I promise you your arm will do the right thing, because it has nowhere, it can't go anywhere else, right? It's made on how your joints move. So once you start that circle, start going back behind you, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, and spiral. Just don't stop and think, right? It's a natural path for your arm. All right, let's try the other side. So dolphin swims in from the west coast, around, circle, under the arm, spiral. Yeah? Maybe? Pretty?
I'm not sure I did the whole spiral. Let's see it again. Let's do it again.
Dolphin, serve, spiral under the arm, and spiral up. Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yay.
Yeah, it's pretty, isn't it?
That's cool.
So it's just got a few elements. I put in a direction, I put in a wrist thing, I put in a spiral thing. So I just wanted to throw a couple things in there together, right? So here we go. Dolphin, wave, whoops. This, sometimes my hand just, it's like, it does better with the other hand.
You know when we were doing the elbow lift earlier?
Yeah.
I had to put this down because I couldn't use my shoulder. It got lost without the other
Ah.
side. So I totally feel you.
Yeah, if you want to learn something, have both hands at the same time and then take one away. Because this hand, all of a sudden, it's just sort of,
just not.
it's doing this. This is what it's doing right now.
A little bit of.
Yeah, come on.
Not so much dolphin, more just like.
Yeah, mine's just more like a dead fish. It's not happening. All right, here we go. Swimming in. Swimming in. Oh, this looks bad. All right, open, palm up. Keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. Under the arm, keep moving, spiral up. Okay.
Am I doing enough?
I think you. Yeah.
Can we do it one more time?
Yeah, I think you have
Because
it.
I feel like I'm not doing enough spinning, but it might
Because
just
it's
be
only.
fine. It's one.
It's
Okay.
only one.
All right.
It's only from here to
So
here.
there. Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe it just feels weird.
Dolphin. Palm up. Circle around. Around. Under. Now rotate. Yeah. You got it?
I think so.
Yeah.
That
So
was cool.
let's try both hands.
I will point out something that just happened to me right now. As I went like this, if your shoulder's not in the right place, you're gonna do like a weird hunchy thing.
Oh yeah.
So you have to like open
Don't
to
do
be
the
able
hunchy
to
weird thing.
finish that. Because
Yeah.
I was like thinking about my spiral and all of me went like this
And
instead.
you rotate.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you rotate, let's not go like that.
Not that way.
Yeah.
Keep it down. And
Tall
down.
thoughts, shoulders back. All right, let's get two dolphins. Here we go.
Yay.
They're swimming together. Woo! And then open, around behind, under the arms, spiral up, boom. Oh, so good. That's the best thing in the world right now.
Nice. So I have to be a little bit slower. I can do it. Just don't go fast on this.
Just takes a few minutes. So let's try it twice, and then I'll try some more, and I'll turn you loose. All right, here we go. Dolphin. Whoops, too many. And palm up. Circle to the outside. Now keep the hands rotating, elbows rotating, so your palms are out. Slowly rotate, rotate, spiral, wrists touch. And then you may or may not, well, I think you know, but I'm going to remind you, as your arms go up, your shoulders do not. I don't want you like this. Okay, that's not pretty. So remember, for dancing, your arm goes up, and when your elbow passes your shoulder, you start pushing down with your shoulder blades, right? You're going to retract your shoulders in and down.
I love all these
And
I love it.
you're gonna pull them down and then your arms go up. So you're always gonna have this lifted chest and drop shoulder line, so you never get crunched in here, because it doesn't feel good, it doesn't look good. All right, here we go. Dolphin, 1 and 2, palm up and around. Now spiral, shoulder down. Ooh, that was a good one. All right, one more time. Wave, palm up, goes under the arm, spiral hands, and up. Yay, okay. Good job.
That was super fun.
Yeah, that felt really good. My arms feel very
strong. And
I feel like I should do a push-up or something.
Like,
but maybe just one.
One really good one.
One really good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I need. Oh, if I have to do another downward dog, I'm gonna. I don't want to see another one of those for a while. At least a couple more days. No more downward dog. All right. So I will turn you loose. Thank you, thank you. That was so much fun. I really loved the arm thing. I think you girls did great.
Yeah, that was lovely. Thank you for a nice arm workout. I needed a little bit of that.
Yep. So we'll be back. We're here now. I'm done. Until the next challenge. But for right now. And so what is today? Wednesday. So we'll be back Saturday night at 6 p.m. for a Saturday night dance party and our lesson. We'll think of something fun to do by then. And if you have requests or things you've been wanting to learn or things you've been thinking about, just type it in or direct message me on Instagram and we'll put it in the class.
Yeah.
We will.
And then remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, sign up to get the notifications, all of those things. Because the more of that we do, you guys do, the better it is.
Yep.
And all the videos will be on the YouTube channel.
Yep, they're going to be up there. YouTube actually likes me now.
Yeah.
I was looking at other videos and guess who was in the suggestion? Me! It suggested me to myself. I went, okay.
Oh, thank you very much.
And I would think I will watch that.
Don't mind if I do.
Yeah. So I think it's starting to like me, and Facebook is starting to like me. So that's from you guys. All the comments and things we do back and forth, that's what makes that work.
Yeah. Indeed.
That loves the algorithm.
Indeed it does.
All right. Good night for now.
Thank you,
I'll see you
everybody. I'm
in a
going to
few
go this way and shut everything down for
Okay.
behind the scenes.
Any questions we need to answer?
No questions? No, earlier Anita said, follow your hand around. It's so dramatic.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it is.
All right, good night, everyone. I'll see you